Welcome back. I must wait. Also, for what? I'm thinking about this thing with the Empire. Doesn't look like anyone's here filled out the necessary paperwork for leaving the country though. Well, it doesn't really matter to me since I just lived my life a whim. In fact, the only reason I decided to travel to the Empire is, well, because it occurred to me. Welcome to the Hagen Gate. Hey, wait a minute, did you come here by way of the Eisen Road? I had rest. Get a bottle of wine? No. Good day to you all, my fine friends. You appear to be citizens of Libel, but may I ask you if you're traveling to the Empire? Nope, we're just here on an errand. We're not traveling to the Empire. You appear to be a citizen of Erebonia yourself. What about you? Are you here to visit the Liberal Kingdom? Ah, I'm glad you asked. I am indeed a visitor in Liberal, both for work and for pleasure. And you? You say you're running an errand, but I can see your true colors. I know exactly who you are. Who we are? Indeed, you embrace us now. How did you know? We removed our braces emblems. Wait, are you trying to tell us that you're in the same profession? It's true that there are guild branches in the Empire, but actually I'm not a bracer. I just know several people in the guild, that's all. And there's an air about you that reminded me of them, so I just thought I'd ask. Those are some excellent deductive reasoning skills you've got. I don't think an amateur could have picked us out of a crowd like that. Are you sure you're a traveler? Yeah. Please don't look at me with such suspicious eyes. Those cold flickering eyes of amber, just like a glass of exquisite brandy. You just make me want to kiss you and hold you in my arms. Wow, you're a bold one, aren't you? Wait a minute. You are you one of those men who likes other boys? I just can't help myself when I see something beautiful standing before my eyes. Daughters of serenity, sons of elegance, supernal melodies and cleansing landscapes, masterpieces and stories to move the soul. And last but not least, the most exquisite in food and drink. For things such as these are those which pique my interest. Pique my interest. So you are a pervert, just like I thought. Yep, definitely a pervert. How dreadful it is that genius is misunderstood in every generation. I feel as if my delicate glass heart is about to be broken. You, with your magnificent black hair, please come for me in my time of need. I'm going to have to pass. You've already scared me for life as it is. I've heard strange conversations in my day, but this one is worth remembering. The look on that kid's face, huh? Hey, you three. Oh, it's a soldier from earlier. The general has just returned. I just spoke to him about a matter and he said he'll meet you now. Really? Yeah, so come to the barracks with me immediately. Wow, that was much bigger than I thought. Yeah, now at least maybe we'll be able to find out what's going on. Okay, then let's be off, shall we? What are you following us around for? Your timing is excellent. You didn't miss a beat and exciting behind us. It seemed almost natural, scarcely so. Yeah, you noticed. Everything about you all just seemed so interesting. I thought I'd take a gander. Please don't mind me. Carry on, my good Gant and mademoiselles. Of course, you're going to mind. Now, get you. Shoo shoo. Scrooge. Who was that guy? Seriously, what was his deal? He's not normal, that's for sure. Getting rid of that rider was probably better not only for ourselves, but a service for the world at large too. Now, let's hurry and meet with the general. I could hear some arguing. Was there some kind of problem with another traveler? No, nothing big like that. That aside, could you let us meet with the general? Yeah, he's inside. His office is the last door on the left. Make sure you don't go wandering around in other places where you're not permitted. Like jails. The end of the hall on the left. It looks like this is General's room. Knock. Alright, here goes nothing. Are you here on behalf of Major Maybell? That's right. Very well, come inside. Thank you for seeing us. I'm glad that you came. My name is Morgan. I have been tasked with guarding the Hagen Gate by Her Majesty Queen Alicia. It's an honor to meet you, sir. We are all here on behalf of Major Mabel. Please pardon our intrusion during such a busy time. There's no need to apologize. I've known Mabel since she was but a child. I couldn't imagine ignoring her request, much less one from the Major. Alright then, would you please read this first? Hand it over, Major Mabel's letter. So it's about a missing airliner, is it? Under ordinary circumstances, that information would be strictly confidential, but considering this is a request coming from her, I'll tell you everything I know. Sweet. Why are you happy about something that doesn't concern you? Crap, I should have kept my mouth shut. The Major appears quite distraught over the situation, and so we've wanted to do anything we can to assist her. I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she has been blessed with some good people around her. Let me get right down to things and explain the status of our search efforts. Please do. The airliner Linda disappeared on its way to Roland after taking off from the Bosa landing port. Presently, we have units searching all areas of the region, but we have yet to come up with anything. So what you're saying is the possibility of the incident being caused by monsters or an accident is fairly slim, right? If an airship of that size had crashed, it likely would have been discovered in the initial search efforts. Yes, that's exactly right. In fact, the flight route between Bose and Roland goes over some plains that allow a commanding view of the land. And of course, the probability of the airliner going down in Valeria Lake or the ocean is extremely low. Boy, am I relieved to hear that it's probably not a worst case scenario like that. So if those have been ruled out, then that leaves the door open to the possibility that the airship could have been taken, right? Which makes me think that the only remaining motives must be to loot the cargo or demand a ransom for the hostages. In other words, a hijacking, right? Also considering the geographical conditions, it could have been a covert operation carried out by the Imperial Army. And that would be really big news if that were the case. What's the matter, General? I was just thinking that that's quite an impressive assessment for some civilians. We also consider the possibility that the Imperial Army was involved. So we have to enforce strict regulations on the flow of information. An international incident, if taken lightly, could result in another war. But thanks to the small mercies of Aetius, the possibility for another conflict disappeared early this morning. A certain organization sent a letter of the royal family and orbital ship cooperation, claiming responsibility and demanding a ransom for the passengers. This organization goes by the name of the Capua family. The Capua family? It couldn't be who I think it is, could it? It certainly appears to be that way. The Sky Bandits, who have been operating in the shadows in the Bosa region and are led by 3 siblings at their head. I take it you've heard of them. Not only have we heard of them, we just had run in with them in Roland. I just can't believe those good-for-nothing thieves have managed to create such a big incident here in Bosa. Estelle. Oops. You had run with them in Roland? I had heard that some of their gang had shown up in the Roland region, but I think he's on to us. Yeah, because of you and your big mouth. I see now. I thought the way you were able to analyze the situation was strange for mere civilians. But I never would have guessed that the girl and a couple of kids like you were bracers. Who are you calling kids? Just for the record, Major Mabel did in fact request that we come here and talk to you. Silence the Cephas. Get in here, man. He looks pretty pissed. So this is how a hard-nosed military man acts, huh? What's the matter, General? Did these visitors try to pull anything funny? These bracers need to be shown the door. Throw them out immediately. Boy. What is your problem, old man? Trying to brush us off like bugs? You're no different. Hiding with identity so you could try and finagle some information out of me. It's because you pull underhanded actions like that the bracers can't be trusted. Just where do you get off calling it finagling? It's your own fault since you didn't share information with the girl to begin with. Nonsense. Who in their right mind would leave an incident this big in the hands of a mere civilian group? I swear, of all the stupid things Mabel could have tried to pull, hiring a bunch of kids like this and getting in the way of our search party. How about you cut with the crap, General? Why do you think we've had to come all the way from Roland to begin with? It's because when it comes down to it, you military morals can't do your job. What did you just say? Holy crow. Sure, really pissed, alright. For the past few months, you've known about a string of burglaries which seem to be the work of the Sky Bandits, right? And who, knowing full well it was them, dumped the workload onto the girl instead of looking into it themselves like they should have. And now, the second this incident happens, you get on your high horse with an attitude. Yet, you've got nothing to show for it. No hostages or even the location of the missing airliner. Don't you think that's an embarrassment to the entire kingdom? Silence, girl! The military is an organization that runs on discipline and does not take action on a whim. Unlike a group I know of who didn't think ahead and let the sky bandits escape, so enough with your insolence. So, you're really looking for a fight, aren't you? How sad it is to see such discord. Strife brings nothing to the bow on, but only extends the barren wilderness within our hearts. Let me sing a requiem for you all, one to soothe your parched souls, a gentle yet wistful tune to bath your brittle spirits and cause the deserts of your hearts to bloom. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in the skies. Like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. This yearning passion tears my heart and vein, and the gloom moon mocks my pain. Sorry, but it must be. If this fleeting dream shall never be, a single wound will remain in my heart for all to see. Our passionate first and final kiss. Your tears to me are remember bliss. Let us simulate this eternal love. Sorry for my little sing. It looks like you all understood what I was trying to get across. What is it that it is most precious above all? That's love and peace, baby. Cough. I think it's about time for the search party to be returning with their reports. That's right, General. I should get back to my duties and make sure you don't let those kids in again. Oh, and cancel any further checks on the travelers along the Eisen Road. Having these kids around any longer will just be an eyesore. Right away, sir. He ran away. I wish we could escape. He's still right behind us, isn't he? Ah, no matter which country you visit, military men lack romanticism. But your lot, on the other hand, appear to appreciate my aesthetic sense. You know, maybe we should get going ourselves? Yeah, good idea. We had a bit of trouble, but we did manage to get some information. After we head back to both, how about we think about our future plan of attack? Where are you going? Wait for me, please wait for me. Oh, next team member or what? Let me try to introduce myself again. Comment, please. I'm Oliver Laneheim, a wandering bard and musician by trade. As you already know, I am an Urbonian touring a fair libel. I'm Mr. Land. No, wait a minute. Why do we have to introduce ourselves to you? Easy Estelle, you did intercede for us back there. I'm Joshua, and I'm Sherazad. Things were getting pretty heated, and I'm glad you stepped in before something really bad happened. Let me just say thanks. Ha, you've got nothing to thank me for. I only did what any person who loves beauty and peace would have done. However, if you insist, how about going out on a date with me for a day? I'm going to have to pass on that. First of all, I don't have that sort of free time. That's too bad. Alright then, I guess I'll accept Joshua as a substitute. What do I have to do with any of this? Please don't involve me in your questionable humor. Well, that's what. I didn't mean it as a joke. Saying that makes you even more questionable. Now just a minute. How come you didn't invite me on a date? You? I don't know how to put this, but you're a bit lacking in the sexy department. You might want to think about taking a lesson or two from your friends here. Well, excuse me for not being sexy. And just what do you mean by saying I should take a few lessons from Joshua? Calm down, Estelle. I think you're cute enough just the way you are. Though I guess it's true, you are a bit lackluster in the sexy category. Oh, what did you just say? Oh, good grief. Anyway, like I said before, we're busy. I'm sorry there's not a better way to thank you, but we've got to get going. Then how about you take me along with you to the city of Bose? This is my first time in Liverpool, after all, and I'd like to request a guide. Well, if that's all what we want, then I don't mind. Shara, no, just a second. It's the least we can do, and we're headed to the same place anyway. Plus, acting as a guide is one of Brace's many duties. Oh, alright, I guess you're stuck with him until then. But if he tries to sink his poisonous fangs of lust into Joshua? Oh, Estelle? Don't you worry, Joshua. I'll save you from his perverted attention if he tries anything funny. What is it exactly that you think he'll try? Please don't refer to me like I'm some sort of ferocious beast. I'd rather that you call me a hunter of love. Even love stealer wouldn't be that bad of a title, Ada. Are you right in the head? So how about it, everyone? Shall we leave for Bose? I'm counting on you all to get me there safely. Now let us be off. Who did and made you leader? Hey, wait a minute, you. I'm not done warning you about the grisly fate that awaits you if you sully Joshua's innocence. It's herrlich. What makes these items open? EP hit attack. Block firebolt. More firebolts. Nice. We can also items. Augment. Cell. Firebolt. No more fireballs, okay. Let's go. No. Tactics. No, it's okay, information. I think information it's okay. But why? So, party order. Eisenrod, let's file a few mobs here. Police is pre-attempting. Preemptive. Firebolt. 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 And she does nothing. on. Simple attack. Oh, no. Spear. Doing. Hmm. 30, level 13. Got tender poetry. Tender poetry quest is clear. Let's report back tender poetry. I'm this once for this ask me in the village. Spotted rowing the East Bosa Highway. Scorpion. Oh! Surprise attack, that is not good. Oh. That's hot. AT or why? So it's good. Going. On the way to level 11. Preemptive. That's not good. Cut to wind delivering a powerful lash. Really. That's not enough, huh? What? Really? This mob persists. What going on with this mob? Fifth force, look. This stance. Position run. Okay. Bam. And he goes down. That's not real, huh? So pure. Silent whip. Take this mob. Resist. Bah. Down.
Not now.
Will be.
We're good to go. I'm sorry.
Boy. Hop. Boing.
Oh, are you done already?
100 off. Nur 80. Let's search for this scorpion. I must grind. Oops. My tactic was not good, I think. Where can it be? Here? Here? That's real. Nee. Not really. Oh! Surprise attack. Oh, one. War. Oh. I attack this mob. Firebolt these. Boing. Level up Estelle. Ah, 12, not so far away. Have a look after. Bird bridge checkpoint. Here in. Here are mini scorpions. That was not from behind. Bah. Really cool. This EP is nice. She has no EP. I'm still on EP. Yes, live. She has nothing. I must look after her openings. Mini EP. Guess in the front. I know he has mini EP. HP and EP. Boah. Oh,
Enjoy the
the
show.
first gun. HP. Items. She has this vegetable eat. Was ist denn this vegetable? Not here. Can I read these books? No, this is the guide. Cyber pop-up in the shower. Go hit stage 1. There is a notebook. This is absolutely nuclear. Boah.
Someone's been naughty.
A pretty good gun. Fires several rounds of blink of an eye. That is a multi-shot. Flash. Field shot. Must do something. Elemental. Here stands nothing about his physical. Horrible. Critical. Like nothing. Wonderful. So. Oh, really? Another 50. What a bold now. Yeah.
Seems you came up short.
Got HP. 2, 1. Nice. That's an augment. Then Eli. Prevent enemy arts with 50% such sheet. Shield. ADF. Zeig the weight. Okay, this was it here, huh? Wait for the way. I walked this way before. This is snow. Map. Wordbridge Eisenwood both. Is my singing talent wonderful? Not wonderful? Now I'm Bose. So this is Bose, is it? It's more urban than I'd imagined. That building over there is Bose Market, no? Well, you seem to be quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in Libor? Ha! I was smart enough to buy a tour guide book before I left. one published by your very own liberal news, no less. A guidebook? Do they really sell such things? I don't know how to say it, but we live in a really convenient age. So do you intend to go shopping at the Bose Market now? Yep, and after doing a bit of window shopping, I planned to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town. Right? The place we ate at was the major. What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place. Enteros, authentic liberal cuisine, or so they say. Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it. But it's supposed to cost a pretty mirror if you decide to go with a full course meal. I'd have to recommend a normal bar any day over this. Worry not, my fair lady, I've brought sufficient travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about the songs and musical renditions, are you? Can you actually earn Mira with that crap? I've started as the main opera singer at a great theater in the Erebonian capital before. If I remember right, I once earned 1 million Mira in a single night. Big fat Leo. Alright everyone, good work. I guess this is farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios amigos. What horror have we unleashed upon this poor innocent city? Is everyone from Erebonia a viable like that? I don't think I like the idea of that being the Empire stereotype. What I'm trying to say is that I think the majority of the people there are quite serious. I read in a book that their ethos respects the strong silent type. So what you're saying is that he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist? No, just hold up there, Estelle. If the artists of this world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see, we need to report the information we got out of the general to Lupin. And it would be best if we let Major Manuel know after that too. So first we visit the guild and then the major resistance. Okay, let's going. First why first the thing? Why first the guild? My god. Let's go to the guild. Talk. Report? Report. Currently there's nothing to report. It looks like there's nothing to report. It's this point, come back. Talk. Oh, it's you kids. So did you find out anything about the incident? Gee, you bet. Valuable information at that. Is there related information they had obtained from General Morgan? The Sky Bandits are the Capua family. You're right, that is valuable information. It looks like we'll be able to decide on a policy for the Bracer Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that General Morgan is an even bigger Bracer hater than I had originally thought. Yeah, I was really surprised myself. In Roland, the job of a Bracer is pretty much respected by everyone, so to encounter someone that hates Bracers that much, don't worry about it, General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and the Guild maintain a pretty good cooperative relationship. However, it looks like this time you're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for. Well, I guess we'll have to try and make steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. But it looks like these recent burglaries are also the work of the Sky Bandits, right? Yes, taking into account the incident in Roland, it's pretty clear who's behind these. To call them burglaries is one thing though, because most of the stuff that's been stolen hasn't been all that valuable. I would have never thought they would go as far as to commit to commit a heinous crime like hijacking the Linde. Now that you mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that happened in Roland was also rather mild in comparison. Yeah, to hijack an airliner and then to turn around and demand a ransom from the royal family. The risks there are greater than any potential reward. In light of that, we should probably do a little more on the investigative side ourselves. Okay. Nebel Valley wants to. A ferocious monster known as a massive giant has been spotted roaming in Nebel Valley. Presence from this branch are requested to deal with. It's really mainly. Where's both a monster? Presence from this branch are requested to. A ferocious monster known as a thunder quake has been spotted roaming the West Bowser High. This thing which we killed before. I think this big round. Let's have a look. No, we go first to. Okay, also an anti-rose. What's anti-rose? Was a chapel? Oops. There they are. Oh, the other two, the reporters. Neil, come on, Missy. I'm begging you. Please let us in. If I could just get a comment from the major, I'd be on my merry little way. Yep, that's right, and of course I'd need a photograph too. I'm sure the major would be flattered, but she's extremely busy. I'm going to have to ask all those without an appointment to leave. I hope you can understand the situation. Come on, please. For an incident this huge, we hardly know anything about the circumstances surrounding it, and I have an obligation to inform the readers. But, yeah, what about the readers? We can probably reach double the number if we have the major grace the cover. She's said to be very beautiful after all. Dorothy, why did you have to go and say something like that? Huh? But it was you who was saying the same thing, remember? You said if we didn't have any news to go on, we could lure customers to buy the magazine by featuring the sexy major on the cover. You idiot! Miss. Well, aren't you two a couple of interesting visitors? And make sure to tell Major Maybell about the details of our conversation. At the moment, however, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Wait, this is a misunderstanding. Please leave. Fine. So are we going to be okay not getting a photograph of the major then? Please, for the love of Aedeus and my sanity, just keep your mouth shut. Yeah, wait for me. Who? Good afternoon, Lila. Oh, it's your presence again. Did you just return from the Haken Gate? Oh, yeah, something like that. So those two you just turned away? A bunch of unscrupulous individuals. Really? Those miscreants said they planned to use the major to make some quick mirror. But as long as I'm here to protect my mistress, I won't allow that to happen. I see. You're really serious about your job, aren't you? Deadly serious. That's because it's my duty. Anyway, why don't you all come inside? The major is waiting for you. I'm glad to see you all again. Maybe my bell has been excitedly awaiting your report. Mercy. Oh. Downstairs, upstairs, no here. Dealing with complaints from the citizens. Late deliveries of goods to both market because of the airspace being a no-fly zone. Servicing the sewer facilities. Selecting congratulatory gift for Her Majesty the Queen. Harm incurred by monsters on the new Amstel Pass. When will all this paperwork finally end? Oh, hello. Oh, are you back already? You look pretty busy, so would it be better if we came back at a later time? I know, you're fine. So we found out something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. Good work, I feel like I have a much clearer picture of the situation now. First, there was a hijacking by the Sky Bandits, and now a ransom demand. The situation is much more serious than I had originally anticipated. If the general hadn't found out we were praxeos, I think we could have learned more, but no, it's alright. I'm just glad to know that it wasn't a crash. With this information, I should be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. Now I need to think of a way to inform the citizens on Bosa and deal with the families of the passengers. I imagine that'll be quite a difficult task considering that you're already as busy as you are. Well, that's just the duty of a major. And since the identity of the criminals is known now, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident? Of course, that was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run-in with these Sky Bandits before, and I wager the honor of the guild that this is one group we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army. Yeah, that's for sure. There's that to find, and then we'll need to deal with these Sky Bandits once and for all. What's with the look, Joshua? I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at things, I just can't believe it. What can't you believe? That Dad could get beaten by a bunch of Sky Bandits, basing my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared in Roland? I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber. Come on, Joshua, you too, Shara. You're giving him way more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that, but I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group. Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me that your father was aboard that airliner? Oh, didn't I mention it? That I'm embarrassed to say, but yeah, he was. Not to mention he's a bracer too. His name is Cassius Bright. Did you just say Cassius Bright? Oh, yeah, why? Do you know my dad or something? I've never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say, but we might be able to use this to get some information from the army. Excuse me, Major. I'm very sorry, and I can empathize with what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, then I am at your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. I wonder what's up with the Major. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised. You're right, but I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The Major and the General have known one another for a long time after all. Well, let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here? Just searching around blindly for the airliner or Sky Bandits probably won't amount to anything, right? I mean, if that's all it take, then the army would have found them a long time ago. Huh? What's the matter with you two? Estelle, you've matured. If it had been the same you as before, you probably would have said something like, let's just count the entire region. I never thought I'd see the day when those words would come out of your mouth, Ada. My heart's too full of emotion for words. So what are you two trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know. Haha, we were complimenting you, Estelle, seriously. Unfortunately, unlike Roland, the boss region is enormous. I'm really hoping for a clue right about now. A clue? Huh? Alright, wasn't that Neil and Dorothy we saw in front of the Major's place earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but he's gotta know something by now, right? It's true, he arrived both a little before we did, so I think it may be worth talking to him. I wonder where they went. So, what must I do? This is, I think you're on the way to this. This I had killed. You're bothering me. Ah, restaurant also on the bar. Is it true that all operation of airships has been halted? I suppose I have no choice but to prolong my vacation here then. And since there's nothing I can do about it, why worry? I might as well enjoy it while I can. I can shop and eat as I wish. I can spread my capitalist wings and fly. It's not just the food here that's top quality, but the wait staff and service as well. Just look around. You can see signs of the owner's dedication in every last detail. The old market here was quite bare bones, just some stalls lined up in a vacant field, a common flea market. But the merchants back then were made of even tougher stuff than they are today. There was the Major's family influential as anything, and all the traders of the Trino and Borden households. They all started in that common flea market and worked their way up to what they are today. I wore my best outfit to come here, but I hope I don't seem overdressed. I need to be careful not to drop any of my tableware. The two of us have been wanting to come here forever now. We worked our little tashes off, pardon my Erebonian, to save up enough money to afford a meal here, but it was worth it. This restaurant becomes more and more popular each day since the current owner took over. and just about every member of the staff here was handpicked specifically by her. Though I'm the exception, I guess I came because I wanted to. Dear me, with the airships grounded, I'm finding it impossible to get my wine shipments. For the moment, I suppose we can make do with what's in the wine cellar, but our stock will not last forever. I hope the airships will be running again soon. Oh. Cooking is an art and a culture. It requires as much creativity as anything and, of course, is just as resistant to compromise. Yes, can I help you? Your granny, I presume. Here are the items you requested. Hand over a tender poultry 5. Oh, thank you so much for going to all the trouble. I'm sure you must have been busy with your other work. It was no problem at all. Helping those in need is what our job as brothers is all about. Yes, it's just like Estelle said. And now, with the airliners at a standstill, it's a difficult time for all of us. I really appreciate you saying that. But a little bit of Mira I'm paying just doesn't seem like enough. Oh, I know. Please let me do this for you too. Huh? Do what? I'll teach you how to make my specialty omelets. You mean the ones served here at Auntie Rose? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is it okay for you to be giving out your recipes like that? Don't worry, it's not a problem. Even if you make a dish just like the recipe said, it doesn't mean that you get the same taste. Sounds like you've got a lot of confidence in your cooking. Remember, it's not about whether you're good or bad. It's like the relationship between a musician and her sheet of music. Depending on the person, the song will sound different, even though the music is exactly the same. That's pretty profound. The recipe in the end is nothing more than a framework to make something delicious. By only following the rules, you'd be surprised at how many different ways the end flavors turns out. Learned liberal omelette recipe. Score! We'll have to give this a try later on. Estelle, now this is just a little pre-cooking advice, so don't take it the wrong way, but please read the recipe before you try it. How rude! What are you trying to say? That I'm the worst cook ever? Then make sure you measure how much seasoning you put in. A pinch of salt doesn't mean that you should drop a fistful in there, you know? I'll show you a fistful. Well, following the setup of any recipe is important, but enjoying what you cook comes first. Surprisingly, that's probably the best framework for any recipe. See, now that's what I'm talking about. I totally agree. And thanks for the new recipe. My pleasure. Come and enjoy a bite to eat here every once in a while too. Quest ingredient seeker completed. The liberal omelette. Sit down. Heels for all. Heels happy for all. A traditional golden omelette made of countless fresh eggs. No, I understand your feeling so much that it hurts, but we have a quota to meet. No, I have my eye on this for a long time now, and you're simply not giving my offer the consideration you should. Try to look at the broader picture here. This is a great price to offer for after the airships are running again, isn't it? Times certainly have changed though. Now, tourists from the empire come here to Bose to buy our goods. I'm just not sure how I feel about it. I just keep thinking about all the men and women who were lost to us during the war, people who will never come back. Let's have a look. Ah, this was pharmacy. Pharmacy spends. But I didn't see. Oh, it's buy. The other. It's not a good idea. Oh, that's for this. That I think I must back to that was what I think I must back to go to back I must go back to the other delivery usage one I need. It's 505 expansion. I hope when I eat that I don't receive. That's the reason why I bought it. Closes, I need no closes. Ten. Oh, one. Okay. That are okay. Ingredients, not. I do that first, I go back and look after and I look after these both and look after the recipes. And so was there anything anything which I should cook or eat or so? I know it's a long way, but no, not both. Bird bridge checkpoint. Was this the mob? No, this was. I thought this was the mob. Which I must kill. Murder bridge. I'm in the fourth. It's both a murder bridge checkpoint. Move by the fourth way. The mobs here. Oh, surprise attack. Really the fourth way or what? Miss. Fourth mob.
Seems you came up short.
Ah, seems so. I'm so stupid. I must go to west. And this was the mob. Eventually. Preemptive. Force. Baconetta. Boah.
Oh, are you done already?
No, it was not a mob. Not a monster. Then it's a neighbor valley, Hagen Gate. Eisen Road. Right way. Let me through. Ah, this is the fourth gate. This is the gate with the general. I'll run a little time. hotel? No, no hotel. Gruner Trail. Oh, final letter muss. Falls here. Oh. So tell me monster. My brain. East. Both landing port. It must be east, or? Another time. West, that must be the east. When he says west, then we make the metal melters at Opal factory. Where should I go? So or so. Talk. My boss is way too trusting of others. In any case, it's impossible to get along for long in the business world like that, which is why I should be running on the shop. Yeah. Gary, my new boss is a pain in the behind about all kinds of things. In comparison, my old boss gave me the freedom to do all kinds of things. Slot. Not enough. Alright. mind one. ATS. Attack speed. Attack. Shield. P2. Cast 1. P cut 1. What's that little letter? Roll and shepherd. No. The east side of the city. Kirchensbar. Is there not? No, yes. Since the development of orbital arts was far superior before the Great Collapse, researchers discovered orbital relics from that area. That's what people mean when they say they've unearthed an artifact. The universe doesn't feel like a place where you can just sit back and relax, you always feel rushed. That's why I make such a point of trying to give my establishment a comfortable army feel, so people know they can take it easy. Our boss now, he takes pride in the fact that people tend to stick around for a long time when they come here. I'm guessing it's probably because a lot of people use this place for business meetings. Or maybe it's just because it's such a half-assed business, people feel right at home, I don't know. Damn that needle, Cornelius. We always came in together and worked side by side. Can't believe he'd betray me like that. He's the one who signed the papers to give me a loan when I first started up this business, for goodness sakes. And then he cheated his way up to the top, and now this. What the hell, Nigel? What the hell, I say? Simon, Milano of the Trino household is kinda like this wise major, except she also kind runs the place all by herself. The Borden household is pretty influential too, sure, but Miss Milano is the real shadow major hands now. Here is he. Oh, god damn it. This ain't a joke, you know. Oh, kick. Well, we found him, but he's drunk off his ass. Was having his article rejected really that much of a shock to his system. He's just acting like the man he is. Men are pigs after all, though he seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by. You want to talk? Don't they sometimes call you bottomless Shira? Oh please, bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Aina. On the other hand, can hold my liquor, no matter how much I may drink my face, and my disposition remain unwritten. So don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush. Oh come on, when you get drunk you lose it completely and everyone around you gets a heck of a show, admit it. It's certainly true that Aina is like a bucket to Shira's sieve, but no matter how you look at it, they're both pretty bottomless. I'm sensing disrespect, children. Oh. Well, good. You're awake, sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know. Oh, my head. Whoa, what? You're that bracer training, aren't you? Oh my goddess, what the hell am I doing in Roland? Thought I'd made my way to Bose. What are you mumbling about, you sponge? You are in Bose, and so are we. Oh, well damn, don't scare me like that. Ooh, and I see you've got a lovely lesbian with you. Name's Sherazad Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two. Sherazad. Ah, you're the infamous Silver Streak, by any chance? Oh, you humble me, sir. I take it you've heard of me then. Only rumors, I'm afraid, but yes, I know your name. You're one of the top young bracers, if I'm not mistaken, which means you three are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose. Oh, so you do have some brains left in there after all that booze, I'm impressed. You find anything out? We saw you by the major's house, you seemed pretty troubled. Damn, they saw that? Oh yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any. That's what I figured. Damn, army regulations on the speed of information really restrict what I'm able to learn anyway. And if I try to consult General Morgan at the Haken Gate directly, I'll be held up for inspection for who knows how long. So I figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendarily voluptuous Major, but the maid turned me away outright. And to top it all off, that useless girl kept screwing everything. Oh great ideas. Tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life? Well, you did try to do an exclusive on the Major's chest, But if you want information that badly, we might share some of ours with you. Huh? We are actually investigating the incident on Major Mabel's behalf right now. So naturally we've met with the Major and General Morgan too, for that matter. Holy crap, you serious? Yep, totally. Score! And the goddess gets a point. Blessed be the bounty of ideas. Please, I beg of you, tell me everything, every last detail. We'll be glad to, however. Are you forgetting something here? Huh? Hey, information ain't free, you know. We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first and get that look off your face. I totally do not mean that literally. You want Mira or something? My research funds are long exhausted at this point. I'm sorry to say, we're not interested in your money. We just find it fascinating that you made your way to Bozo right after this incident occurred. Seems like you might have heard something in things yourself, that being the case. Oh, and here I thought you were a nice kid. Turns out you're just a slimy little leech like me. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured, it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination. As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, just don't be stingy. Give it to us straight, okay? Fine, I'll tell you everything, on my honor as a newsman. I've got 2 clues to share, so if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper. Be ready whenever you are. Man, way to go, Joshua, you're on a roll. Hey, well, if he ever gets tired of being a bracer, we know he'll have a bright future in racketeering with those skills. The first clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Revenue to the west. I talked to a villager who just come to Bozo for a visit, and she told me something very interesting. Apparently she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident. A huge shadow flying overhead? Yep, airship, I told them. Maybe even that missing one. But the army checked it out and found absolutely nothing. Oh, you meanie, you raised our hopes only to dash straight away. So you're saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything? That's what I'm saying. I warned you, it wasn't big news. And I went to a lot of trouble to get this sad morsel too. That with that information embargo in place and all. Well done. Now let's hear that second clue of yours. Hijacking, huh? Joshua has right. Oh, fine. The other thing I learned is that the military's intelligence division is on the move. Intelligence division? I've heard rumors about them. It's a new royally sanctioned branch of the army in charge of the intelligence gathering and dissemination. That's the one, yeah, supposedly. They are so elite they can even stand toe-to-toe with the royal bodyguards. The man they put in charge, Colonel Richard, is apparently quite a whiz kid. With him on the case, they say this incident is as good as solved already. Doesn't seem like your information will be of much use to us in our investigation. Yeah, well, can't say I didn't warn you. Sorry I couldn't help much on your end. But a promise is a promise. I scratched. Now it's your turn. Of course, a deal is a deal. After all, Yoshia told Neil all about the incident in Roland, as well as the information received from General Morgan. The Kapua Sky Bandits, a ransom demand to the Royal House and the Airship Corporations? Good godness, that's exactly what I needed. That's a missing link I've been killing myself to find. Caught your fancy, did it? Absolutely, I can definitely write my article now. I can't be wasting my time getting drunk here. I have to find Dorothy post-haste. See you later, you wonderful people, you. Wow, his spirit suddenly lifted fast. Well, he was chasing a big story pretty unsuccessfully until we came along. It's only natural. I'm glad we could help him out. Well, look at you. From Mr. I break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. Talk about a split personality. Stop thinking weird things about me. I was just speculating. A little give and take, nothing more. Hehe. A bad boy exterior with a good boy inside, or is it the other way around? Anyway, I'm sure the girls love it. But anyway, I guess we've only really dealt with scrupulous people thus far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with waiters, and that's when you'll need to bust out some really questionable negotiation techniques. Why were you looking at me when you said that? Anyway, that aside, was anyone else a little bothered when Neil talked about that huge flying shadow thing? That eyewitness report from revenue? I'd say there's a strong chance there was nothing to it, if the army already checked it out. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army is totally infallible. So they could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself, after all, but one of his men, and some of those guys are pretty thick-headed. That is true. Probably worth looking into. Certainly can't hurt at any rate. Hey, you two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. Revenue is a small village in the west. It thrives on fruit cultivation and exporting. Best way to get there is to head out onto the west coast for a bit, then turn north onto the mountain trail, at which point we'll be just a stone's throw away. Got it? I need ingredients. Marble steak. Recycle. Milled flour, fresh eggs, and marble steak. This would be expensive, but this is right. For floor. HP 500. Too many. Milled flour. Ah, 3 fresh eggs. Then noch 2. I'm stupid now. 2 for 4 marble steaks. Oh, I'm sure I'm so stupid. Inventory 6. I need 8. Was war der? Was? Double Omelette? fresh eggs, marble steaks. Ah, it's too stupid to calculate. One. I need one. Fresh eggs, 2. It's stupid, huh? Cook and ate? Wow. Okay. I have this not in the... Wow. Okay. That's not good. That was expensive. Cook and ate. Wow. That was expensive. 3, 6, 9 fresh eggs and 3 marble steaks. Bah. But this time no. No, 15. 3, 9. Vegetable sandwich. Make a 4 flaky potato and crisp onion. 150, that's in 5. Milled flour, flaky potato and crisp onion. Milled flour, flaky potato and crisp onion. With flour, I need 5. Okay, 3. Then 3. So then I have 10, 15. 15 milled flour. I make 10. To go. To go. $50, 10 and 10. I'm gonna want 50, 10 and 10. Oh, 49 or? Yep. So, vegetable sandwich is enough. You all have 80. Have this 150 instead. Eisen, the porcelain made in the empire has an artistic quality and absolutely gorgeous design. Just the opposite, the porcelain from the Republic employs simple colors and patterns, but its beauty comes out the more you use it. The varied and contrasting styles on why porcelain wares are so interesting. Okay. Direct request. Seems the mayor of both the city has requested an investigation. My problem is I forgot where I must go. No. One in the guild. Ingredient seekers. Turn failed. Is boss monster first? monster. Failed. Escort because I'm searching for someone who can escort me to the crown past checkpoint, please. High difficult. New answer passing mode. Press from this branch are requested to deal with the theme. A vicious monster known as Amber Turtle has been spotted during the answer path. Fail, fail. So my question was, the west or the east? Oh God. Krone Trail. In this book stands nothing. That's hard now. I will do that. That's a monster. Who? Oh! Sherazad, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into a silver streak. Right back at you. I thought you were in the royal city, but are you here to look into the airliner incident? No, I'm here on some jump errands. But speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of the Sky Bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you. Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you've heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right? Cassius' bride taken hostage? Haha, don't make me laugh. That old man's not going to get beaten by the likes of some sky bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken. I'd like to believe that too, but I wonder who this guy is. I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer. By the way, who are those brats you've got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me. Well, then I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius' kids. Yeah, that's a surprise, alright? So these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it. Red-haired guy. Why are you looking at us like that? This boy with black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius' daughter? You want to try to saying that again with my staff in your teeth? She's the bona fide daughter of Cassius' bride, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. And I'm just his adopted son. Is that fact? Oh well, it doesn't really matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Well, take it easy, Sherazad. And be careful not to let these brats track you down. Yeah. And make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself either. Haha, I'll keep those words in mind. What what's with that guy? He really pisses me off. I see, so that was Heavy Blade Agate. Who? Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name. Agate Krosner, Senior Bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever, I don't care how tough he is, he's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know that anyway? He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much. There are a number of things in his past I can't go into, and those things are the reason why he feels that way about your father. Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, sorry to ruin your village. And bye.